I started this business about a year ago, and I've learned a lot of crap along the way. Things that I have never heard of or no one's ever talked about. Number one, dealing with people can be very difficult. And there are two types of people. Two main types of people. One, people that waste your time, and two, people that don't waste your time. Those are the only two types of people that I have come up with, that I have observed. Okay, quick note to all my viewers and all my subscribers. I'm gonna be leaving links in my description of private videos that are not PG or not suitable for all audiences on YouTube. So always make sure that you look through my description looking for a private video, because in this video there is a secret private video in my description, which I have the link that only people that watch my channel can see. This is not a public video. It's not for the public. It's only for my viewers to see some of the crackheads and the homeless people that I encounter all the time. So this is just basically a private video for my audience, for you guys to see. It's going to be restricted by age, so there's going to be cursing, there's going to be profanity, and there's going to be crazy stuff in there. I don't think I'm going to be showing nudity unless I could do that. Probably if the situation or something occurs where there's nudity with something, I'll restrict it by age. All of these are going to be restricted by age, whether there's profanity or anything in there. It's just so that children do not see it. So I'm going to age restrict these private videos, and I'm going to put the link to them on my description. So always look out for free private videos from each one of my videos, because sometimes I want to depict a certain thing and I can't do it in a vlog, but this is kind of like a little treat for my viewers. They get to see the little behind the scenes of what I look at when I'm going through my vlog journey. So always look at the description or watch the video, and I will tell you in a video that there is a private video in the description. All right, that's just a little treat for my viewers. And plus also, I don't want to get banned or anything from YouTube, so these private videos, they're private, so they can't ban me for having a private video. So there you go. You're welcome. I don't know if there's a middle type of person or not, but there are some people that know that your time is valuable. They're in, they don't bother you, they just get what they need and they go. And then there's people that have all the damn time in the world and they want to waste your time as well, because they're already wasting their own time. They love to waste other people's times as well. They're time wasters. They have all the damn time in the world and they don't give a crap whose time they're wasting. They have nowhere to go, nothing to do, they don't have any money, and for some reason they want to waste the time of people that do not have time. These can be pretty difficult people to deal with, because you have to be rude and you have to tell them that you're busy and you got things to do, which is something that you do not want to do as a person, is tell someone, you know what, you're just wasting my time, I need to do some stuff, I need to make money, I don't know what you have going on in your life, but it doesn't seem like you have anything going on. Please let me make some money and value my time, and you go do something with your own time that's productive, or whatever you want to do. You want to waste someone's time? Don't waste my time. My time is very valuable. Please don't waste it. Also, when I started this business, I did not know that I was going to be dealing with a lot of homeless and a lot of thieves and a lot of drug addicts. Now the thing with homeless, I used to sympathize a lot with homeless until I started to spend more time with them. And now I start to see, okay, this is my idea of the homeless people around me. Homeless people, the homeless people that I've encountered, they don't work at all. A homeless person that is just a beggar, or not even a beggar, they don't even beg. They just stand out in the street. I would say they would be a bum. They're homeless bums, which is basically all they do is just sit out on the street and they don't do nothing. Homeless loiterer, probably. All they do all day, every day, 7 days a week, is sit down or hang out in their little spot. They don't beg for food. They don't talk to nobody. They really do not do nothing. But people, because they are codependent, go up to them and they give them food and they give them drinks and they give them money without them even asking. This is what I call the first type of homeless, is the bum. The bum loiterer. All they do is they just sit down, they're relaxing, they're having a good time. They're either on their cell phone, because they have cell phones, and they're just sitting down watching whatever, YouTube or whatever. They do not work at all, nor do they plan on working. And I see people just going to them, giving them food, giving them water, giving them drinks, giving them everything, and they take everything that people give, because there's a lot of people out there thinking that, you know what, I'm gonna help this guy out, he's really suffering. But what they do not see is that all this person does is they just sit and do nothing all day for 24 hours a day, and people just constantly give them food and money. They're non-violent. They're non-confrontive. If there's someone in trouble, they don't go to the person. If they just stay where they're at, as if there's nothing going on around them. So they're just to themselves. They don't talk to nobody. They don't bother anybody. The only way they bother a person is if someone looks at them there all the time and it's a bother to the person seeing them. Since I'm in my business, as soon as I open my door, I get to see a homeless person, which kind of bothers me. One of those people. But at the same time, that person is non-violent, non-confrontive, does not really go up to people to bother them, does not panhandle, does not do anything other than just loiter and for 24 hours a day in one spot. They might change spots every few weeks or so, but they always come back to the same spot. They find a little sweet spot where people travel and people give, and they just stay there, and they don't beg for money. They don't have a sign. They don't have nothing. They just want the bare minimum. They just get the bare minimum, like food, drinks, and whatever, because people are codependent. And people that are codependent, they feel like they got to do good things to feel good. So there's a lot of codependent people out there that actually think they're doing something good for these homeless people. So that's one type of homeless. There's a second type of homeless that I deal with around my business, and that is the drug addict. Now, the drug addicts are the most hyper and violent the most hyper and violent of the three types of homeless people that I deal with. The drug addicts are the most boisterous, means that they scream a lot, they're always yelling. They're the most physically violent. They will knock down signs, they will break windows, they would hit cars, they will throw shopping carts, anything they can grab, they will throw it. They'll throw it into the street. They run back and forth through the street. They're the most hostile. The homeless drug addicts are the most dangerous. Are the most dangerous. But at the same time, I do not call the cops on them, because as violent as they are, they're not violent towards human beings. I have seen a crazy drug addict walking around yelling and hitting signs and hitting this and throwing things around. But as far as harming actual other humans, they do not harm other humans. They walk away around humans, so they don't harm them. Why do they do that? I have no actual idea why that happens. I don't know if they're afraid or what, but they do not harm humans. The ones that I've seen. Okay, the third type of homeless that I deal with in my business is what I think of is called the mentally ill. The mentally ill homeless. The third one is a mentally ill homeless. You cannot talk or reason to a mentally ill person, and they are non-violent. They are non-violent, but they are a threat to themselves because they cross the street without regard of traffic. It's almost like they're walking and they're doing their thing and they're trying to live, but they are not aware of vehicles passing by, or they're not aware of the dangers that are surrounding them. What I see is that they are a danger to vehicles, because people are swerving out of the way just so that they don't hit those mentally ill people. Now, I don't call the cops on them either, because it's not, number one, it's not my job to call the cops on people, and I don't call cops on nobody. So it's not my problem. Plus, I don't see them breaking any laws. It's just that they're a little violent here and there towards like bricks and signs and stuff like that. They're violent towards property, not to actual humans, but it is costing people money. The drug addicts are costing people money. The mentally ill ones, they do not do property damage, but they put people's lives in danger because they're not aware what they are doing. They're almost like in a hypnotic stage where they actually do not they don't know what the hell they're doing. They're like in a different realm. They're not in the reality realm, so they don't know. They could look directly at you, and they're not seeing a person. They're not seeing nothing there. Their mind is somewhere else, and that's where I say they are mentally ill. Sometimes you can talk to them, but their mobile functions, their body functions, and their brain functions do not really work the way a normal human works. If there's something missing or not connected in their brain that makes them act different. And from what I've seen, those mentally ill people are non-violent. The only violent ones, the potentially violent ones, are the drug addicts, because once they do the drugs, they run around and they hit things, they hit signs. But I've only seen it done to property, and I've seen human beings around them, and they've been close to me too, and they don't do anything to me. They just ignore me. They walk around. They don't get my stuff. They don't destroy my property. If you're right there watching your things, they do not touch your stuff. They just yell. They run. They hit signs. They hit things. They hit things like walls, and they throw bricks and all these things that they can get their hands on, flipping over shopping carts, stuff like that. And that's basically what I deal with in my business. But yeah, I don't even know what the hell what I even started talking about, but hopefully that gave you a little insight on the type of homeless people I deal with. I'll see you in another video.